Cheers everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reading this post, another post from the Law of Attraction subreddit, and then we're going to talk about it. So the post is called A Secret That Transformed My Life, Instant Manifesting. One of the shifts that I've had that transformed my life is realizing that there is no place to get to in the future with manifesting. You either have what you want right now or you don't. There are only these two states of being. That stopped me getting stuck in the endless cycle of thinking I was well on my way to what I wanted, which went on for years when I really wasn't. Instead, I now just go straight to the end of what I want, like walking through a door into a room that exists right now. I walk through the door and I stay there. I know I've achieved this as all desire goes, and then what I want happens when all desire goes. So they're saying that when they no longer feel, like we've been talking about in these recent videos, emotionally dependent on this outcome, on this desire, manifesting itself in the 3D, then what they want happens. Then it happens. Although I'm already experiencing it, I don't notice. It's usually others that tell me, because they've entered into a state where they no longer are looking for it, are craving it for it. They no longer have their head on a swivel, checking around, eyes darting around, to make sure that it's there, to make sure, am I safe? Is it okay? Can I be okay? Can I feel okay now that I have that thing? They're no longer operating in that type of mindset. And yeah, so, there is a lot to this, and it's going to lead me into my next video that I'm going to shoot. And it's really about like one way of thinking about it. We've been talking about all kinds of different techniques. There's more gentle, softer techniques we've been using lately that nudge us in the direction of we want. But right now, I'm in this type of energy, and it always depends on where you're at. You're always on an emotional scale. You might be feeling, certain techniques will work better for you depending on where you are currently at. But right now, me personally, this cut it off technique with a lot of conviction, it's working. Like earlier, I was like not wanting to, I was just kind of sitting there on my computer and, scrolling on YouTube, looking at videos, looking at crypto, looking at, manifestation content, just kind of like procrastinating on what I was up to. And I was just like, I'm going to share this affirmation in an upcoming video, but I cut off the technique. I used my body to emphatically just be like, think it, say it aloud, and really just be like, no, like you snap to attention. You make that decision. That's like when you take decisive action also, that is part and parcel with cutting something off, because the root word of decision, I believe it comes from Greek, is to cut off, right? And so the procrastinating, the scrolling, the mindless, mind-numbing activity you were doing, you cut it off because you are now doing something, right? In my case, I got my computer down here to film a video. I actually wanted to film this outside, but it's like 24 degrees outside. But I still might go in there. I still might go out in the car because that was a decision that I had, right? And I feel like I can, for some whatever reason, deliver this video that I've been wanting to deliver to you guys better by being in the car. And I can't explain why that is. But sometimes we get these impulses, right? Sometimes we get these hunches. Sometimes we feel that inspired action, whatever you want to call it, that propels us in a certain direction. And when we've decided, like when we have that instant manifestation, when we have that instant emotional shift, from like me wondering on the couch, like, oh, I don't know what to make a video about, or I don't know what I want to do right now, to just like, I'll share with you guys the affirmation, but I'm going to go way more in depth on it later. I mentally said to myself, fuck it. And I know that sounds like whatever, but it's just like, when you are not making the decision, when you are in the rigmarole of the mental chatter and you just go, fuck it, that is, at least for me personally, and obviously everybody's different. Everybody uses their own different language. Some people, you might not talk to yourself in the same way that I do, but I'm not like some goody little two shoes or whatever. Like I use I use language that can be crass. I can be, I guess, I don't know what you'd want to call it, but I'm not, I can be a little bit rough around the edges, I guess. So yeah, when I say that, it's instantly like, okay, that's canceled. It sends out that powerful vibratory energy of you thinking of some doubting shit, some procrastinating, some like dilly-dallying bullshit where you're pussyfooting around a situation. Fuck it. And then that's like, I'm going to do this. That's declaring, fuck that. Like, fuck that thing I was thinking earlier, because this is what we're doing now, right? And like I said, I'm going to make a new video that goes into these kinds of like really short and sweet affirmations that can really empower you to cut off these negative thought patterns, shift into that state of knowing, like full conviction mode. And I'm going to share that in an upcoming video. But really, there's so many different ways. Another one, you just be like, no, like, nah, right? There's just so many different things. Like, and again, it's going to be dependent on your own language, the way that you speak to yourself. A lot of these old-timey teachers like Neville or whatever, like, I don't speak in this way that's like, wouldn't it be wonderful? Or like, isn't it wonderful? And all that. Like, I don't speak to myself like that. So it doesn't resonate. So I don't do it. But, for me personally, the more gentle shift that works really well for me is like, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I had that perfect inspiration for a perfect video right now? Wouldn't it be nice if I was making an extra 10K a month right now? Wouldn't it be nice if I was, traveling to, I had like a full itinerary of all these different countries I'm going to go to? Like all of those can be gentle shifts. But in the moment when you're having some like I said, that procrastinating energy, that just stagnant energy that's just like not helping anything, right? You're just like, like moving around like a sloth, and you're like indecisive. That indecisiveness, that's just like, fuck that, dude. That's what resonates for me. That's what works for me. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a new video on this. But as per this post, this instant manifesting, it's all about that baseline. It's all about that emotion that you're feeling. And you can still manifest with negative emotions, right? But are you, it's going to be more beneficial for you to be in this way, like, and it's so dependent on your state again, but like when you're going for something, when you are doing something and you're taking decisive action, you're really going to see the world begins to shift around you, because it's responding to that energy. It's responding to that yang energy. You make the world the yin energy. What is that line from Lil Wayne? He's like, fuck the world, or something like, I don't know the lyrics, but Lil Wayne is like a fucking lyrical genius here. What does he say? Lil Wayne, the world lyrics. I don't remember exactly. But anyways, guys, be on the lookout for the next video. I will be dropping it soon. But that being said, much love as always. Drop this with a like, hit me with a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.